What a nice time for them.
But here we go, week 1 versus week 2. Of course, this is a little disingenuous, but we're kind of just wanting to paint the picture at the start here as things are going pretty well for Jojo already. Week 2 continuing to look good as Vladi still doesn't have a flash. Wouldn't have been able to use it anyway. Important to note as he was grounded.
Question, right? How good is this Soboro that you're bringing into the league? Fnatic. Oh, Lospa.
Supa, flash away. It's a good fall damage for upset. Immediate exhaustion to be burned. Barrier as well as some body blocking with the clone. Love that from Alvaro, just to eat at least one of those Mystic shots. But the fully stacked lethal tempo making things easy for upset. Unfortunately now Elyoya has arrived. It's Lospa who's going to grab a kill. Fnatic still like the angle on this fight. Lospa likely to fall, but upset looking for an angle to maybe turn onto Alvaro. Fully stacked on the Rising Spell Force. A ton of attack speed, but just not nearly enough damage. It's 1-for-1 in the end, but now Jojopyun going all in here.
Lospa is looking for another cheese. Supa is in danger here.
Completely caught out here. Has level 6, but he's got nowhere to go. He's just going to dash back, get stunned midair anyway. Fnatic going to take their time walking him down. No one else is nearby. And this is the second time we've seen, I think, this fast play from Lospa specifically, and both times it has worked. Supa,
I don't know what to say, really.
It's not great. It's not great.
Yeah.
The good news is the rest of the map is doing pretty well as Elyoya comes flying down from the sky. Vladi, no flash available and in trouble. Lospa doing his best to body block. Ulti across the team is good from upset as Razork keeps this fight going. And once again, it's Supa who's in trouble. Oh, God, no. Oh, Supa. I'm sorry, brother. It's a rough one. That blast cone takes him absolutely nowhere as he's once again sent back to the fountain.
Both teams are taking turns bullying here. Oh, Soboro, though. Myrwn going in.
Grim Deliverance, nice pull back into the tower, responds with a public execution. Soboro has flash, as does Myrwn. Whoop. Find out space here. Good play from Myrwn. Soboro flash in, one auto, still gets the knockup, dash forward, Soboro! The solo kill! IG top laner! Narrative, Demacia Cup champion!
From the LPL,
Narrative!
The first solo kill in the LEC up against the Titan of Myrwn.
Myrwn, I like that he's playing on the edge there, but just a bit of a miscalculation. Or was it all part of his master plan to feed more gold into Jojo, who just stares at Soboro a little bit, and then it's just going to bite him. Oh, nope.
No way.
Oh, no. No. That's
Does he
don't. Okay, they got the kill. Oh, they got the kill.
You don't really have any counterplay other than asking your jungler to come, and that's what MKOI's done. Elyoya is here. Upset might have bit off a bit more than he can do here.
Desperate for the play. What's it going to cost him? It was a wave that cost Supa's life, but Lospa doing a good job of making some space here, trying to punish. Ulti in anticipation of Alvaro's ultimate. It was a little bit premature, and now upset. It's still alive! It's still alive! He flashes out of vision! It's a disaster! Soboro's here for some reason, offering himself upon the altar in exchange!
What? Okay,
What?
And usually it felt like in the last few splits that it was Myrwn.
Sure.
But now Myrwn has been pretty consistent, as I think I just cursed him and he might be dead.
You did. Q flash in, looking good from Razork. Myrwn trying to walk his way out of this one, but there's really no way to escape. Soboro tries to finish with a Grim Deliverance, but one more auto from Razork to get the job done.
Okay, my bad on that one. Good flash from Razork. As Lospa goes in here, scatter the weak lands. Alvaro.
Vladi. Easy point and click follow-up. Alvaro vulnerable, but now Elyoya moving in to try and salvage the play. Lospa slowly but surely getting chunked down as upset tries to backstep. Razork also on the way in, though. Aegis Assault going to be used by Elyoya, but keep your eyes on Jojo. Flash over the wall. The follow, the instantaneous ulti, and now it's Supa on the chase, looking for a bit of redemption as he grabs the double.
At Fnatic, you don't have the damage. You can't go on Alvaro like that.
Their highs aren't as high, so it's not as crazy when we do see it happen. But now we really are in a situation where MKOI has fully regained control of this game. Fnatic doing their best to set up here around the Herald. No flash for Jojo. Flashes for Supa, for Alvaro. Herald already down. Alvaro hoping for the play. Nice Q interrupt to keep things going. That's going to be public execution along the back line. Immediate fall coming from Soboro. Vladi on the flank, but it's Jojo coming in from behind with the miasma, looking for a little bit more as Lospa gets very squishy once the unbreakable will falls apart. Upset running for his life. Hex Flash about to come over. Supa doesn't have the ulti to chase, but Fnatic.
Now 2 dragons for MKOI. The game is starting to look like, I wouldn't say it's unthrowable yet, but it's pretty close. As Vladi's now caught, might just die.
Vladi is probably just going to burn to death here. Jojopyun grabs that one. Lock it a little bit late from Lospa. Now Supa gets to fly in. Start wiping up these kills. Lospa running for his life.
I'm going to say it. It's unthrowable for MKOI. 5,000 gold lead, 2 dragons.
Okay.
They're going to kill Myrwn no matter what.
Knockback on Myrwn is good. Myrwn will fall. Elyoya will allow him drop. Not going to move in to try to get anything else on the map, but keep in mind, mid lane, they will get a decent amount of gold back, but they're going to lose more and more control over these waves in this map stage.
This is a good def by Myrwn. I think Fnatic, they're just overcommitted, but they don't really have any other play. They lose any sort of equal numbers fight, so they have to look for these sort of plays, but now Elyoya might have overcommitted.
Knock up there. No one else on the team with a global to support Elyoya, but Alvaro is on the way in. Ballbreaker doesn't quite take Razork out. A lot of poke damage contesting, and Supa just appears out of nowhere to finish the kill. Grim Deliverance from Soboro. Doesn't quite have the damage. Yes, just barely. Gets into the revive. So much determination, but probably still just set to fall here. Good damage, not nearly enough to get anything else done, though. Supa now dominating. Vladi being run down. Fnatic stuck around way too long in the bottom lane. A lot of punishment onto Myrwn and Supa specifically, but it wasn't enough to give Fnatic full control of the map, and now things have been falling a bit apart as Upset tries to do some damage. They don't have any damage. Soboro now moving in, the exhaust down. Jojopyun is finally low. Razork's now going in, but they burned everything, and Jojo lived way too long. Supa still untouched. 2.5 items. Watches are raining down, but the burst damage is there from Fnatic. It's happening. They're devolving. The Magikarp has returned. The Gyarados is gone. Fnatic find the fight.
Fnatic gets a Nash! Are you kidding me? It's 4-0 with Jojopyun getting caught. How does MKOI keep doing it? No way!
Jojo and Myrwn, twin flankers, approaching from opposite sides. Fnatic have to be careful about grouping forward, grouping up, walking further forward. Has been for Vladi. Now they all see them. Instantly, it's Alvaro. On to 4. The follow-up is there. Grim Deliverance and Soboro is going to try desperately to turn it. Supa going a little bit too far, but it might not matter. Jojopyun holding the line as best he can with that ulti, but it's just a 1-for-1. Vladi traded for Supa. Supa going in too soon. The objective getting lower and lower. Razork has to go in. Eyes on the Drake. Who can get the 50-50 in the end? It is MKOI, empowered now by the Mountain Soul. Easy to keep this fight going. Grand Starfall coming down. Extra movement speed. Nowhere for Upset to go. MKOI get the Soul and set their sights on the Baron.
MKOI, yeah?
This is going to be Jojo, who wanted to come back to the fight anyway, however. Now they're going to turn on the Jojo. Q flash in, instantaneous ulti. Jojo now in trouble. Nice dash back with the Rocket Belt. Goes gold and buys a bit more time. Supa now flying in to help him clean up the fight. Jojopyun getting lower, but they cannot knock that snake down. Grim determination. Going to mean a revive for Soboro, but there's just nowhere for him to go. The determination not nearly enough as Elyoya blocking so much fall damage, and all of Fnatic on the retreat as it's going to be the public execution to close this one out in style. A double for Jojo. An MVP performance in this game one as MKOI are going to continue their victory march.
And Fnatic, they tried as they may. You cannot take down Jojopyun. 10-1-7. Such a great game from him, securing the win for MKOI in this game one against Fnatic.
Might have gotten messy in the middle, but trusting the process still takes them to victory here in game one in this series between MKOI and Fnatic.
That's a Gyarados on mid lane.
It's a Gyarados. Right. Is it Gyarados or Gyarados?
It's Gyarados, I think I said it wrong. There's no Magikarp.
There's no Magikarp. We got one Magikarp moment, otherwise pure Gyarados here from the side of MKOI. And you can see still frustration. The conversation isn't woo! You know, there's some criticism there. They know what they need to do to adapt. It is a process to get back into form. Fnatic had them on the ropes at a couple moments, but we'll see if Fnatic can fully bounce back as we send it over to the analyst desk.
If your intuition says it's wrong, that's probably
We'll find out. That's what production's for. They're going to keep us honest here.
Fact check our grammar.
Yeah, fact check. What do you think a stats guy is for? Also for vocabulary is, oh, it's happening again! Supa running for his life, getting run down. Alvaro tried to roam, but it's costing him dearly. The 2v1 kill there, and now MKOI really desperate to get something back, but Razork is strong in these early fights. That is a beefy trundle. Soboro flashing forward, starting to overheat. Elyoya gonna fall. Jojopyun in dire straits. It's an unmitigated disaster. The pillar coming out just in time. Now they turn it back. Myrwn sticking around to try to get something back, but Soboro is so damn strong. Alvaro just barely able to flash away, but now it is Myrwn in trouble. The red buff ticking away. The clockwork windup not quite enough. No, doesn't auto the blast cone. Doesn't have the attack speed. It's a catastrophe.
Oh my god, it's an absolute disaster for MKOI. So Alvaro is, yeah, you roamed up, but what did you do? You weren't fighting with your team whatsoever.
Lost a wave and a half for that play too.
And now Alvaro is dead.
Yep.
We might be looking at a game 3 already. I'm not gonna lie.
My god. Wow.
Yo, kill him. What are we doing?
Finish the kill. Quill him.
No way we don't kill him.
Okay, he's dead. He's dead. Lost to kill. Fnatic fans happy, rejoicing. That he does. MKOI need a lot more time.
I think Supa can trade 1-for-1 though, maybe.
get it. Gravity field there. They're just going to wander in at him, chomp it.
Oh, this is so awkward.
Plate is there. Very slowly trying to kill this Victor. Leave the poor man alone. Razork grabs another.
Okay, it wasn't awkward. They just took their time, waited out the tower aggro, waited out the gravity field.
He just gets to Q you and win every trade because he's healing and doing damage. I think Supa's dead.
I mean, the big thing is that...
Okay, knock up.
Might be right.
Go there, pull back. He has level 6. Feathers are flying. He's dead. Wow.
This is pretty crazy.
I wish I could say I'd seen the future, but it happened twice already.
I just thought there was no way he was going to die there, because, like, no way, you know what I mean?
Nocturne level 6, ulti?
Oh, he's in range.
No ulti for upset. Flash back to try to get away from Alvaro. And the dash coming through. Taunt connects. Fear connects onto upset. He will just fall here. So shutdown for Elyoya. A path back into this game, perhaps. We all had our moments. Everyone gets a stinker every now and then. I will say, if he doesn't turn it around pretty immediately...
He's dead again.
Oh, he's dead again. Okay. Ulti for the wave. Laura overheating, running him down.
He has flash, though, but he does not want to use that.
Okay.
Don't know why he didn't use
Alvaro
it.
now running in once again. Jojopyun on the way. They're grouped up in the choke, though, but Jojopyun keeping the fight going. And now it's Vladi in trouble. Lospa doing what he can, but it's Razork trying to run them down. MKOI turning it right back around. Jojopyun ready to fall with another Q3. MKOI! You're 2,000 gold down! You're not supposed to be able to do that!
MKOI, they don't need an ADC. They're going to win regardless. Getting the fight on top side. 2 kills for them. I think they're the vision first.
It's really important for Fnatic to not fight small skirmishes, and I like Drake's as a way to avoid doing that.
If Soboro lives here, it's very good, but I think he's just gonna die. But it's still a dragon for Fnatic.
He's ahead. Ooh! That Gnar did not connect. But it doesn't matter, because the shutdown is still there.
Kill for MKOI. Nice TP by Jojopyun, not the cleanest of executions.
Okay, can I just say, it has been an insanely weird week of League of Legends.
It really has. I think I know who's winning this one.
I think it's pretty easy to see, I would say. MKOI. Oh, I was wrong. That's crazy. Oh, nice ulti here from Elyoya once again. Shockwave doesn't work on Elyoya. Dash through from Jojopyun. That's the combo they were looking for.
Okay, but Lospa, what are you doing? You need to rotate the bot. I don't know why he's just sitting around mid.
Anyway.
Well, now they're diving, Vladi. No, Jojopyun, sorry.
Here we go. Oh, this is really good wave there. Well played by Jojopyun. Support now from Alvaro. Going in for a bit of cheeky extra poke there.
Upset's got chunked to half there.
And this is kind of...
That's a lot of damage.
That he does. He's just walking forward as Lospa's now looking for the setup. They know there's no ulti available for Jojopyun, so they just want to keep that trade going.
Yo, this Trundle is strong. He just killed Alvaro.
I was too focused on the lack of CC and not focused on the absolute lack of survivability for the opposing team.
It's going to be the Herald, though, for MKOI. Cross maps back-to-back here. Neither team really wanting to...
Myrwn off on the side, though. They have to respect the flank. Jojopyun ready to go with the Q3. Yone has to make the difference here. Dash in Q3, ulti across the team. Upset goes up, but still gets knocked up, still gets caught out. Flashes away to safety. But the fight has fallen to pieces. Razork running for dear life, but it's a double kill for Supa, who's right back into the game.
Jojopyun, it's a 4 versus 5, yet he still just pulls the trigger and wins the fight.
But it's, okay, it's
his
not...
His team is also not so useful.
Yeah, but this is the reason why we see Lucian banned and why we see Corki prioritized. Is like, Xayah
needs a lot.
Xayah's a 4-item melee carry, dude. She's not even a 3-item melee carry. We've talked about this so many times. Elyoya needs to be careful. He's about to get burned down. Shut down! Nice look for Fnatic. A little bit of mess there.
Lospa needs to find the angle here.
Ulti off onto the side, looking to isolate Vladi, giving access to Alvaro in the backline. Supa untouched for now. Jojopyun ulti in the midst of the team, but Upset making those feathers fly. Moving forward as Supa has been caught out. They're going to finish the kill onto the mage. Now the Drake is starting to reset. Fnatic might have done it. MKOI on the ropes as Upset remains untouched in this exchange. Jojopyun trying to be a hero. The quick snack back, it's the Zhonya's. Myrwn about to go mega once again. Lospa now in trouble. The boulder toss. Myrwn ready to go. He gets one. Jojopyun still standing. Soboro in trouble. Jojo gets another. Looking for the reset. But the soul goes to the side of Fnatic. It's a hot mess, but it's a mess in the favor of FNC. Upset and Razork frontlining. A double for the Trundle. Troll Drudge, Troll King, Troll Executioner trying to finish Jojo. Upset no flash, remember, from the previous fight, so it's going to be a lot harder for him to play out this one. MKOI getting chunked though. Equalizer onto Supa. Lospa looking for the fall. Nice knock-up. Nice interrupt from Alvaro to stop that quickness from being effective. Off on the side is Jojopyun. He's already used the Q3. Gnar knocking 2 members into the wall. Upset isolated completely. Dash through from Jojopyun is massive. Snap back, but the shielding is still there from Lospa just in time. Command Protect does its job as Vladi keeps Upset standing. Supa drops down and Fnatic take the fight.
And Fnatic might have done it. They're pushing mid. They peeled off Upset. He didn't die. They want to end this game right here, right now.
Fnatic marching down the mid lane. Upset on the edge of death. But his team protects him. The Soul empowering them. They don't even need the Baron. Jojopyun, not enough. No way to stack the Q. The slow from the Hextech Soul. So frustrating.
I think Jojo could maybe do it. Alvaro's up in 1. I don't think Fnatic can end.
Jojopyun getting chunked out. Good damage. Now he's gone. Alvaro not able to get anything back. Trying to buy a bit more time. Elyoya walking in. Fnatic, this is risky. Nocturne can do decent damage here. Knockup isn't there. Flash in and onto Upset. That's going to be 1 shutdown. Now they just need to hit the Nexus. Fnatic gonna finish the game and bring it to 1-1.
And Fnatic, they took down Jojo. If Jojo stayed alive, maybe he could hold the game for MKOI. But Fnatic got it over the finish line. They will take us to a game number 3.
Absolute chaos. It felt like it would be a victory lap after that dominant start from Fnatic, but MKOI brought it back. They kept it so close, and in those final fights, Upset staying alive, the team protecting him, really making all of the difference. Step up. It feels like a little bit fake. Elyoya hovering. Level 4, ready to kick the fight up, but if Supa dies, it might not matter. The barrier's there, a little bit of extra shielding, but Supa's now going to fall. Beagle Temple fully stacked for Upset. They should at least be able to kill Razork, but can Elyoya make it out to safety? Flash away. Lospa and Upset chasing down Alvaro, desperate to get 1 more kill to further push this in their favor. Flash forward from Lospa as he takes another. Elyoya debating if he can go back in because it's Jojopyun on the way forward. Flash, 5-point strike into the Shroud, looking for the shuriken flip, connects onto Upset, wants to finish off, wants to go for full style points. Elyoya grabs 1, Jojo will grab the other.
Jojo, are you kidding me? The Fnatic bot lane made such a great play to set themselves ahead, but Jojo finds the craziest roam timer.
Now Jojopyun has hit that level 6. He's gotten this lead before level 6. Akali before level 6 is not a very scary champion. It's really at that spike that she starts to ramp up. Now MKOI are pushing forward. Lospa has no flash, continues getting slowed.
Becomes lightning connects, Lospa will fall. Nice angle from the side of MKOI. Upset continues to fight, but is going to be forced back here. Razork not able to come down, wanted to focus on that jungle fear. Couldn't. Yep, full permission for Elyoya to go for this dive. Great use of that information as Upset and Lospa try to clear it away, but they do need to be incredibly careful. Arrow goes on the Lospa, Wild Growth used now as Upset tries to get a little bit of damage back to dissuade anything else coming out. Jojopyun on the way. Is Upset going to die as well? Lospa immediately popped. TP to the bottom lane. Razork intercepting Jojo. I'm not sure if they went out on that one. Vladi TPing down. Jojo almost going to find the kill. Forced to flash out. Nice play from Razork. Rook goes down onto Vladi, but MKOI get 1, and they're able to walk away relatively unscathed.
Jojo's building a big CS lead again. It's not as big as it was in game 1, but he's still making his presence known as Fnatic wants to invade.
And of course, Myrwn is here too. This is not the fight that they were looking for. Wild Growth used. EQ combo interrupted! The knockback stops it from connecting. Myrwn gonna grab that kill. Things are going from bad to worse.
Uses Q on the wave.
Oh,
Didn't get spotted.
Vladi going in, quick stun. Bear is there, Counter-Strike is there. Good damage on Myrwn. They know he has no ultimate, trying to kill him as much as he can. Soboro getting the shutdown. Myrwn and myself overestimating his tankiness there when Vladi is in the picture, but MKOI immediately respond with a cross map of their own top wave pushing mid tower down.
MKOI want to fight for the red buff here.
Razork, here comes lightning. Alvaro, good angle to get the fight kicked off. 2 members charmed up. Arrow immediately in onto Razork. He doesn't even have time to push a single button. Soboro in the midst of 4. Counter-Strike a decent start. Has to leave strike away, but it's knocked back by Myrwn into the waiting arms of all 5 members of MKOI. Jojopyun trying to get tricky with it. Nice knock-up on the Wild Growth. Immediate polymorph to follow.
Early game, mid game, late game, when is this pick useful then?
A little bit of context. Akali spawned with a Hextech alternator, so
That's
it is
true.
a little bit tough. Okay, well, there you go.
What the hell?
Support delete, it's Season 3, baby. Just deleting supports. That's going to be ulti from Vladi, though. It's a good stall. Razork there ready to follow. Mega Blast Cone knocks Jojo so far back with the E2. Already ready on to upset. Upset forced to flash away. Soboro with the counter-strike. Decent damage down, but he needs so much time if he wants to work through those health bars. Flash over the wall from Vladi. Knockback on the cast coming in from Myrwn. Getting lower and lower as Elyoya tries to hold the line. Jojopyun looking for an angle in, but it's Myrwn down. Elyoya looks like he might be next to follow as Vladi grabs the shutdown. E2 from Jojo is big. Flash over the wall to take him away. Razork flashing over to give Soboro away to continue chasing. Mega Blast Cone there for Jojo. One auto, the shutdown! Triple shutdowns for Fnatic! Things are looking better and better because Soboro's also starting to hurt. 2 items for him, and now we're getting ready for a complete fist fight next to the Drake. Alvaro's ulti's ready.
Deep flank here. Very deep flank for Soboro. He's not on a ward. He can look for Supa.
Arrow goes wide. Ulti not very good from Alvaro either. Soboro on the backside. Upset still standing for now, trying to get as much space as possible. Likely just going to fall to Jojopyun in the meantime, but what else can they get done? Vladi getting lower and lower. The split fight, though. Soboro has to make the difference. Elyoya down. Razork probably likely to follow. The bear continues to chase, but Jojopyun remains relatively untouched and almost single-handedly carries that fight for MKOI.
Jojopyun just shuts the door into Fnatic's face. I need a replay.
Fighting.
Ulti.
Oh, ulti. Soboro in trouble now. Elyoya running in. Body slam. Auto. This kid's going no, but it's Razork who's looking to collapse onto Alvaro, stopping the ulti from coming through, which just barely clips upset. Nice start, forcing out an early cleanse. Off to the side is Vladi, though. He isn't going to do a damn thing! He stacks the stun up just to die! It's once again, Jojopyun has a good angle. He and Elyoya tag teaming through the fight. All of MKOI collapsing now onto Fnatic. Upset untouched over the wall, but he just doesn't have the time or the space to get anything done. A good wild growth, a good counter strike. But Jojopyun still pushing forward, looking for a little bit more. Elyoya debating if they can push for the dive. For now, though, happy to look at the last man standing. It is Upset standing alone under this tower. Nowhere left to go. Elyoya grabs the kill.
And MKOI, they strike back, getting 2 kills of their own. Fnatic were the ones to start the play.
I usually get nervous when he plays this because, again, I think proactive engage for both Alvaro and Elyoya is like the key to success for
Razork is going to
MKOI.
face check Myrwn here.
Body slam, combo, knocked back into Elyoya. Immediate follow-up, arrow coming through as well. Razork, the wild growth going to be used. Vladi off to the side. They have to kill Jojopyun, but he's in the shroud. They polymorph him. They turn him into a little snowbound, and now they're going to try to send him packing in a body bag. But all they get is a quick dash out and a pick onto Razork. Could cost them the game. They're grouping mid. Side waves in a relatively good spot, and now a pretty fast collapse here on Elyoya. They spot Jojopyun. Hopefully they spot the TP as well. They're all immediately turning them without a Kali out of the picture, but she's in this round already, and it's an amazing ult from Alvaro. Soboro goes golden right as the McHale's comes in. It's a coordination disaster for Fnatic and a masterclass from MKOI.
And Alvaro, he hits them with the ultimate and he seals their fates. MKOI, they get the Nash, they get 3 kills.
So hard to engage, though.
They're off on the side. Vladi desperate.
Oh, Soboro really deep TP. This looks really
An awkward one. Now Jojopyun immediately gets back on, trying to hold on to the Upset. The shutdown is there, though, and Upset is still standing. Elyoya pressing guard, keeping him alive for now. Flash forward, ulti there. Ulti back up for Alvaro, though, holding the line. The arrow connects onto Lospa. Soboro wants to do something, but there's just too much damage on this MKOI lineup. They finally killed Jojo, and it might just cost them the game.
You may slay Jojo, but you won't kill anybody else. MKOI, they're looking at their nexus. Eyes set. Fnatic want to try to defend. Upset is up. Vladi, can he find the stun?
But it just doesn't feel like enough. Super raining fire down on those towers. Dash in for Myrwn, immediately polymorph. Decent damage coming in for Upset, but it's just not enough. There's too many members of MKOI standing right in melee range, ready to knock them down. At the end of the day, it's MKOI coming out on top.
Jojopyun and Elyoya. What a fantastic performance from the mid-jungle of MKOI. Really put the team on their back.